In January, we did my annual 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance program where we looked at one thing you could do each day. Well, we're back with the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. In the chaotic world of 2025 and beyond, compliance will become even more important, and you staying on top of your game will help your company move forward. Now, a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
If you're a compliance officer, middle managers are crucial in getting your programs from you to your frontline employees. But how do we activate those managers and get them on our side? Ethico's new Middle Manager Toolkit equips you with the skills needed to empower your managers, to promote a culture where ethical behavior thrives and employees feel empowered to speak up. Learn how to turn frontline managers into ethical leaders with our new white paper, Empowering Middle Managers as Ethics Champions. And did I mention you can get the whole toolkit for free? Head to ethico.com to download the full toolkit today.
This week on the Compliance Tip of the Day, we're going to have a week of looking at AI innovations that you can put into your compliance program now. These will be innovations which are currently being used in a wide variety of AI contexts. In 2025, organizations are no longer just experimenting with AI-driven compliance tools. They're embedding them into their daily operations to monitor transactions, detect anomalies, and flag potential violations in real time. This shift has been driven by increasing regulatory scrutiny, increasing data complexity, and a recognition that traditional compliance methods, such as manual audits and periodic risk assessments, are no longer sufficient. There are a number of organizations which are using AI for compliance-related or directly for compliance initiatives. These include Citibank, or Citi, using AI-powered risk analytics in anti-money laundering compliance. Walmart is using predictive supply chain risk management strategies to identify risks within its global supply chain. The airplane manufacturer Lockheed Martin has developed a predictive analytics framework for cybersecurity compliance, and the company uses machine learning to assess network traffic, employee behaviors, and threats. Pfizer uses predictive analytics for drug compliance and pharmacological vigilance. Yes, that's a real word. In its drug development and distribution. Uber has a predictive model for risk model for regulatory compliance and has implemented a predictive risk model to monitor driver compliance safety, and General Electric has also done so. So the takeaways for today include AI as a compliance enabler, not a replacement for human oversight. Regulators expect AI-driven compliance. Ignorance is no longer an excuse or non-use. Data integrity and bias mitigation are critical on a go-forward basis. Number 4, AI can improve your whistleblower response times and by integrating faster triage reports, prioritizing high-risk cases, ensuring whistleblowers receive timely feedback. And finally, early adoption provides a competitive and ethical advantage. Yes, companies that invest in AI compliance are now better positioned to mitigate risk, meet regulatory expectations, and demonstrate a commitment to ethical business practices on a go-forward basis. So the future is really here for AI and compliance, and the bottom line is that all of these examples demonstrate that predictive analytics is not just a theoretical concept, but is actively transforming compliance programs across many verticals and industries, and indeed across the globe. So I hope you will enjoy this week of innovations in compliance around AI that are actually in use today. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The compliance tip of the day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network. Finally, this podcast contains promotional material.